Remember when the future was gonna be awesome? Moon bases, alien besties, Earth finally getting its act together. Yeah, what happened to that? These days, sci-fi feels less like a dream and more like a corporate-sponsored warning label. And the twist, the company sci-fi used to warn us about, they're the ones making it now. So today we're talking about how we went from NASA's golden age to Netflix's dystopias. Buckle up, we're headed straight into the wormhole of our collective future fantasies. Hey gang, welcome back to Egotastic FunTime, the place where we love to talk about sci-fi, fun stuff, and the weird little messages hidden in the stories we binge. Let's jump right in and ask the question, what happened to the future? It's gonna be weird, it's gonna be wild, let's get into it. In the mid-20th century, sci-fi was bursting with hope. NASA was putting people on the moon. The space race made the future feel like a team project. We had Star Trek dreaming of post-scarcity peace. 2001, A Space Odyssey gave us space babies and cosmic curiosity. Close Encounters suggested aliens might just show up to jam on a synthesizer and say hi. Even the darker stuff like Planet of the Apes had a message. Humanity could change. We could learn from our mistakes. Back then, sci-fi was a love letter to what we could become. It wasn't owned by tech giants or merchandised to death. It was artists and dreamers trying to imagine something better. Then came the shift. NASA slowed down, the Cold War ended, and suddenly the future wasn't about all of us, it was about who could afford to buy it. Movies like Alien warned us, if corporations go to space, don't expect them to bring back souvenirs. Blade Runner gave us synthetic people in corporate-run cities. RoboCop asked, what if even justice was for sale? Now it's not governments exploring the stars, it's billionaires. Musk, Bezos, Branson. The new space race has logos. And get this, the very companies that inspired these sci-fi horror shows, they own the rights now. Wayland Yutani would be very proud. Technology used to be the hero, you guys. Robots helped. Computers solved problems. It was shiny. It was exciting. Then came the movie Her, where the AI leaves you, Ex Machina, where it manipulates you, The Matrix, where it enslaves you. And these stories aren't anti-tech, they're asking, what happens when we hand over control without thinking? And here's the meta kicker. We watch these digital age cautionary tales on Netflix, Amazon, Apple TV, tech companies making content that warns us about the very same tech companies. Remember when the future was full of community and connection? Yeah, that's gone. Modern sci-fi is lonely. In Moon, it's one guy and a robot. The Midnight Sky, Earth is dying and George Clooney is basically the last man standing. Black Mirror, everyone's online but emotionally ghosted. The message, progress doesn't mean much if we end up alone. Older sci-fi treated Earth as home base, the place we come from, the place worth saving. Now, Earth is trashed. Wall-E shows a world abandoned by consumption. Snowpiercer is an icebound class war on rails. The Expanse makes Earth a polluted relic. It reflects our anxieties about climate, capitalism, collapse. Sci-fi is screaming, take care of the planet or there's not going to be launching pads for dreams. And yet, ironically, these eco-apocalypses are made by companies with carbon footprints the size of Godzilla. Science keeps advancing and sci-fi keeps asking, what does it mean to be human? In Gattaca, it's about your genes. In Altered Carbon, it's your mind on a hard drive. Orphan Black turns identity into a cloning question mark. These aren't just sci-fi ideas, you guys. They're ethical debates we're already having. If you can engineer yourself, upload yourself, duplicate yourself, what stays real? What stays human? And as always, who gets access to that future and who gets left behind? Sci-fi has always been political. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Star Trek tackled race and diplomacy. District 9 mirrored apartheid. The Handmaid's Tale showed a future built on the worst parts of the present. These stories aren't subtle. They don't want to be. They use the future to slap us awake about the now. But now, the revolution is streaming. packaged, marketed, owned by the very systems being critiqued. Here's the irony bomb. The corporations Sci-Fi used to warn us about now make the Sci-Fi. The Matrix used to be about freedom. Now it's a franchise. Star Trek was free knowledge for all. Now it's behind a paywall. Black Mirror warns us about tech addiction, and we binge it on tech. It's like if 1984 was produced by the Ministry of Truth, sponsored by Pepsi. Okay, deep breath. It's not all doom and gloom. The Orville brings back that classic optimistic feel, for all mankind dares to imagine progress again, and indie creators, they're crushing it with bold, beautiful human sci-fi. Hopeful sci-fi isn't naive anymore. It's rebellious. It says, yeah, we see the problems, and we still choose to believe in something better. The future doesn't belong to brands. It belongs to storytellers, the weirdos, the ones who still dare to dream. So what do you think? Has science fiction totally given up on hope? Or are we just watching the darker chapters before the good stuff kicks in? Let me know in the comments. And if this video gave your brain a little boost, give it a like. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next, because I got a lot of stuff coming next. And if you want to dive deeper, head over to egotasticfuntime.com for even more content, updates, and behind the scenes goodness. And if you'd like to support the show and help keep these times rolling, you can do that over on Patreon. Every little bit helps keep the ship flying, okay? I hope all your times are egotastic fun times. Love you, bye-bye.